Hello, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and today I'm going to show you how you can make this baby diaper cover. It's so beautiful and so comfy. I made this cover with a 100% cotton yarn. It's so soft and with so good quality, and I made this with a material that I have left from a previous project that I made. I know that nowadays it's very difficult to go out and to find any store where we can get materials like this one, but from previous projects that you have made, you can make this beautiful baby diaper cover. And also you can start a business with just few material, with a simple stitch, and a very useful thing that nowadays a lot of new moms are looking. Well, you can make them for them and you can sell them and start a business in your house. Okay, well, if you are new in my channel, thank you so much for subscribing. I see more and more every day that we are growing up, that our family is growing. So thank you so much. I'm very grateful that you choose to watch my videos and you choose to spend this time with me. Well, if you are new, first I will give you the material list and then the step by step. And if you want to use the same materials that I use in all my videos, after the material list, I will give you all the information. Well, so let's start. Well, for this baby diaper cover, we are going to need 100 grams of a fine material. I'm going to use this one 100% cotton and a hook of number 3. Remember that if you want to buy and use the same materials that I use in all my videos, you can visit my online store www.lauracepeda.es. We are going to start making chains all around the waist of our baby. I'm going to make this for a newborn or for a 3-month-old baby. So I made 100 chains. Then we are going to slip one to close in circle like this. You have to take into account that you have to measure your baby with the diaper, okay? Because the diaper have to fit perfectly in this baby diaper cover, correct? I will measure and I will tell you exactly how many centimeters are all around. We are going to start making 4 chains, skip one, and we are going to make a double crochet of 2 crochet. Chain 1, skip one, and in the next one a double crochet of 2 crochets, and like this is how we are going to continue the whole row, making 1 chain, skipping 1, and double crochet of 2 crochets. Well, at the end of the row, before we continue, we are going to check that we didn't twist our project. If you twist, well, here is the opportunity that you can fix it. So you are just going to twist it and put it straight, and you are going to fix it in this row. Well, once we have our project correct, we are going to make 1 chain and slip 1 to close the row and to create a mesh. We are going to slip until the middle of the first square like this, chain 1 more, and then we are going to skip 1 mesh, 1 square. Here we are, skip 1, and in the next one right in the middle, we are going to make 6 double crochets of 3 crochets. 1, I'm going to do it slowly so you can see how we are going to make the double crochets of 3 crochets. Remember that we have to make inside this square, we have to make 6, 5, and 6, right? Chain 1 more, skip 1, and in the second one, single crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, and in the second one, again 6 double crochets of 3 crochets. As you can see, between each shell, we are going to left 3 squares, and like this the whole row. Well, at the end I have left 1 square, so here just I adjust. I put a little trick, but don't worry, we can leave it like this. it won't be noticed. Well, when we finish, we are going to start making the stitch in relief. We are going to take this, first we are going to make 3 chains, then take it from the back and a double crochet of 3 crochets and until the third one, then 2 chains, and then you are going to pass to make the same in the other 3, but remember that between 3 and 3 we are going to make 2 chains. Remember to take them in relief and always insert the hook from the back. Well, like this we are going to continue until we finish to make the 6. Then right away, without making chain, we are going to go to the next shell and we are going to repeat the same. Remember that we are going to make the first 3 in relief, like this, inserting the hook from the back, and after these 3 we are going to make 2 chains in between, and then we are going to continue with the next 3 double crochets that we made in the last shell. And remember that to pass from one shell to another, we are going to go right away without making chain in between. We are going to continue like this the whole row and see you when I finish. Okay, as you can see here, we are creating these little plates. Looking beautiful, right? Well, let's continue. Well, here I finished the row, and at the end I made a 13 series of this one. I made 13. Well, at the end we are just going to slip 1 to close like this, and then we are going to slip until the middle of where we made the 2 chains of division, remember? So until here we are going to slip 1, and you will see how easy. We are going to repeat the first row that we made. So go up with 3 chains, and inside this little hole we are going to make the 6 double crochets of 3 crochets that we made in the first row, remember? 5 and 6. We are going to start counting from the first chains that we made. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Chain 1, insert your hook here, single crochet, then chain 1, and right away we are going to go to the next hole and make the 6 double crochets of 3 crochets. Well, see you when I finish the row. Later we are going to repeat this row, and then we are going to repeat the sequence. Well, at the end of the row we slip 1 to close like this, and now we are going to start with the next row. Remember that after this row we repeat this one. I will show you how. We are going to take the stitch from the back. Remember that we are going to insert the hook from the back and then bring them through to start in relief right away. We are going to make this little trick, okay? Then 3 chains, and then we are going to make 1 double crochet of 3 crochets, then 2 chains in these 6 double crochets that we made before. So we are going to repeat this row that we made. That was the second row that we made when we start this project. Well, then right away, remember, in relief we are going to go to the next shell. We are going to start making first the 3 double crochets of 3 crochets, 1, 2 and 3, then 2 chains in between, and then we are going to continue with the last 3. We are going to continue like this, repeating this sequence. Remember that we are going to make this row in relief, then the row of shells, and then the row of double crochets. Well, we are going to continue repeating sequence until we have the length that we want, until we arrive to the inseam. And I suggest that you measure your baby. Well, here I finished to make the rows that I need. I count these pleats and I have 6 pleats of this one, and I finished with the row of shells. Well, this is what it measured: 5 inches or 12.5 centimeters of length, of long, and of wide it measures 9 inches and a half. In centimeters is 24 centimeters. Well, now that we have the rows that we want, we are going to leave 6 arches for the back. One, you will count them and you will use your markers, and then we are going to 6, right? Make sure, I just want to make sure, and then we are going to left 1 arch and 1 shelf each side for the sides, and then the rest for the front. Well, now that we see how we are going to make it, we are going to start with a different stitch. I will show you how. Okay. Well, from here, we are going to start making double crochets. We are going to go up with 2 chains, and in each stitch we are going to make a double crochet. Remember, of 2 crochets. We are going to continue like this the whole row until the other marker. And when we arrive here, where are the chains in between that we made in the last row, remember, we are going to skip them and we are going to continue right away to the next double crochets that we made. And like this until we arrive to the next marker. Remember to skip the chains in between that we made here, okay? So let's continue and see you when you arrive here. Well, here we are. We arrive until the marker, then we are going to turn around. We will go up with 2 chains, 1, 2. Then we remember that this stitch is from the chains. Then in the next one we are going to continue making double crochets, and we are going to bring them through to make it 1. Then we are going to continue making the rest as we know, making 1 in each stitch, and we are going to make them a little bit tight. If you can't, if you crochet loose, well, I suggest that probably you have to change a hook in this part. But we'll see you when we arrive to the marker. And well, here is a little trick for the end. When we have these 2 left, we are going to take them as it were once. Look, we are going to leave the last stitches in hold, then double crochets, and then bring them through all of them together, and like this we are going to finish the row to create just 1. Then turn around, go up with 2 chains, and we will make the same. We are going to take it as 1. And this is how we are going to decrease stitches at the beginning and at the end. After this, we are going to continue making 1 double crochet in each stitch, and we are just going to repeat this secret at the beginning and at the end of the row to decrease stitches. So see you when I finish to tell you how we are going to decrease. I want that everything is clear in this part, so let's continue. Well, at the end, when we have 2 left, remember that this is the stitch that we go up. So when we have these 2 left, we are going to leave the last stitches in hold, like this, and then we are going to bring them through. Now we decrease, then turn around, go up with 2 chains, and then skip 1, and in the next one we are going to continue. We are going to make from 2, we are going to make 1. So well, we are going to continue like this. As you can see here, we are reducing and we are creating the A shape that we want, the invert shape that we want for this diaper. Well, let's continue and see you when we finish to decrease and when we create this shape. Look at this, look at the colors, beautiful, right? So see you when we already decrease. Well, look, here I finished to make the rows, and I'm going to measure it. I tried to make less rows that I made for the top of the diaper. So here we have it measured 22 centimeters of long, and then with these stitches I'm not going to decrease anymore. With this number of stitches I'm going to make 5 rows more, so something like this. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to count the stitches that I have and the stitches which I'm going to continue. So 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 17. So with these stitches we are going to make 5 rows more. Well, now that we finished to make the 5 rows, now we are going to start increasing stitches until we arrive here. Okay, we are going to make the same number of rows that we made for the back, and now we are going to make it from the front. Remember that we are going to left 2 shells each side, and we are going to join only in these 2 points. So I suggest that you put your markers and point it out where you are going to join, and when you finish your rows we are going to sew. Well, now let's continue. We are going to go up with 2 chains, and in the first stitch, remember that in the other rows we didn't crochet in this stitch, but now we are, and it's where we are going to increase. So we are going to make 2 double crochets in the first stitch, the one that we go up, and then another double crochet, and then we are going to continue making double crochets in each stitch until we arrive to the end, where we are going to increase again. We are going to continue increasing in each row, in each side, at the beginning and at the end of the row, for 11 rows more. That is the number of rows that we made for the back of our diaper. And then when we arrive here, remember that these last stitches we used to skip it. Well, now here we are going to make 1 double crochet, and we are going to make another one together to increase in each side. Now turn around and we will go up with 2 chains, and right away remember we are going to make a double crochet, and like this is how we are going to increase at the beginning and at the end of the row until we have 11 rows. Well, guess what? At the end I'm going to make 1 row less because I feel that I already have the length that I want, and besides I already arrived to the width that I wanted. Remember that from here we are going to join. Now with the embroidery needle we are going to sew both parts, and I will show you how. Well, now with the same thread and with our embroidery needle we are going to join like this. I already show how I sew because in this way we don't create any pleat. This technique was taught by my mother, and I think that my grandma taught her, so I trust them. So we are going to take 1 stitch from here and 1 stitch from the other side, and like this is how we are going to join until we arrive here. I didn't cut the thread here because I'm going to continue making the last rows, so that's why I left the stitch here. So I suggest that you put your marker to point it out where we are going to join. So I'm going to do it right now. So please put your marker here where we are going to arrive when we are going to finish to sew. And I think that I'm going to change color. I'm going to continue with the same color, so with this we are not going to see. Well, look, I changed color. It looks better, right? Well, now remember that here I left the thread and the stitch and hold. So here we are going to continue. I like to make in this part a simple stitch because I don't want to create any damage, and I want that this garment be comfortable for our kids, for our babies. So I'm going to make a grab stitch. The grab stitch is single crochet but backwards. And if you feel that this hole is too wide for the leg of our baby, so here I suggest that you reduce stitches, like skipping one stitch in between. You are going to calculate how many stitches you need to reduce so it could perfectly fit in the leg of your baby. And we are going to repeat the same in the other side, in the other leg hole. We are going to reduce the same number of stitches and we are going to make the same stitch, and also here I will make the same. Well, look, here I finished. This is how it looks. Remember that I make the same stitch in the top too, and I reduce a little bit. If you want, you can put a ribbon and it will look amazing. Also, I suggest that you put a little bit of elastic in this side so it will perfectly adjust in your baby's body and it will be more useful. Well, if you are going to make this for a boy, you can make it in the colors for a boy. Remember that this garment is for both, for babies, for baby girls and for boys. And you can match all their outfits with this baby diaper cover. So let's see how it looks. Well, what do you think? Simple, fast, and very useful for this coming season too. It will be amazing that you make this for your babies. Remember that this material is 100% cotton, so it will be perfect for this summer. If you want, you can continue in the top making more rows, and you are going to create a set of the t-shirt and of the baby diaper. But if you want, you can make them apart. I will try to make it and teach you how you can make the second part of this baby diaper cover so you can perfectly match the t-shirt with this cover. I will try to make it. I hope that in the next video I teach you how. I will try to upload 2 videos each week. I will try to do my best. If I can, I will post the next video this Saturday. I will try to teach you something different. Please make these ideas that are so simple and fast and try to start a business by your own. Right now that we are in our house and the situation is a little bit difficult, well, we can start making these projects, these garments that are easy and that it doesn't take a lot of material and that looks beautiful. I will try to teach you more pieces like this one, but if you have any idea like this one that are easy, fast and simple, you can share this idea with me sending an email to tejiamigas@gmail.com, and there I will see all your ideas that you have for me, okay? Well, remember to follow me in all my social media, and if you make one break, please take a picture and tag me. I will see you making this break and many more. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and see you the next Wednesday or this Saturday if I can. Thank you so much. Bye.